A new Yeshua of Israel, Hebrew on the island too. I'm back. Tavex. This is a new Yeshua of Israel. I'm excited to be back. They have me in YouTube jail for a week. I thought it was 3 months, but it was only a week. I got one strike. So I'm back. The video today, and you know what we do? We wait until we get a couple people on deck. It's called We Are Still Here, Gentiles. We are still here. Tavex, purity becoming what? It's the new Yeshua of Israel. Got 2 on deck already. This should be a good video. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm happy. I'm back. I'm going to give a little different introduction once we get a little group in here. And I begin. We're only at 56 seconds. What is it? We are still here, Gentiles. The Israelites are still here. They have me in YouTube jail. I thought it was for 3 months, but apparently it was for 1 week. I got to be on my best behavior. So we'll wait. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Samuel on deck. We back. Here on the island too. It's back on YouTube. I just broke out of YouTube jail. Tavex, purity becoming one, purity becoming one. You know what we do. We wait at least, we're at 1 minute and 50 seconds. Let's give them like 7 minutes to get in the room total, and then we'll start. We are still here. Gentiles. Okay. Stoicism, correct. No problem. No sweat off my brow. Suspended. Most High is going to bring us back. Thanks. You know you must have been doing something. They say, you nigga jail. And I go, but I'm going to try to watch my step a little bit because I don't want to lose focus. My main focus is to teach my notes and share my notes with you guys. What I learned, I want you to learn, because the goal is Daniel 12:3. Those that gain wisdom shine as bright as the firmament. Those that turn people to righteousness shine as bright as the stars forever and ever. And I want you to shine as bright as the stars forever as well as me. So my notes gives us the GPS coordinates to be at peace with the Most High. So that's the goal. I'm gonna try this. I'm going to try. I'm not promising. I'm going to try to play nice in the Gentile demon world sandbox. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try, because the main goal is to be a Koheleth on YouTube for my people. My people are the true physical bloodline Hebrew Israelite Ebrites who've been scattered across this flat earth, who only suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. No other people group on this earth suffer the curses. We are the poster child of it. We are those people in Amos 9:7. And you, O children, are as the Ethiopians unto me. Those are dark race people. I won't go into it more because, you know, the algorithms is you know, it's called a probation period, and they're trying to watch me. So I'm gonna zipper it just a teeny bit. All right, we're at 4 minutes 9. I only see 1, 2, 4 people in the room. Just wait. We'll just wait. You know, I said 7 minutes, and then we'll start. And remember, over 600,000, and it wasn't just 6,000. It's 600,000 Hebrew Israelites, and then that's not including the kids and the women and stuff like that. And then the strangers that were also enslaved there. So there was a lot of people who left Egypt in the Exodus, but only 70 made it into the Promised Land. So if a bigger group don't come in, they just don't come in. We're going to enjoy this convocational time between me and you and me. And something that while I was in YouTube jail behind bars with my striped black and white outfit, giving me bread and water rations while I await probation let out time. I was thinking, and this is the video I thought about while I was in YouTube jail. J.D. Israel, Tav X, purity becoming one. Your Kohelet is back on the scene. Anuha, Tav X, purity becoming one. Your Kohelet has now been released from YouTube jail. I'm going to try to take your advice, Anuha, and keep this thing halfway zipped. I'm going to try to play very nice in the wicked heathen Gentiles world demonic system, abominable system sandbox, so I can stay on YouTube a little longer. So while I was in the YouTube jail, a video concept came to me, and I'm going to share it with you today. You know, it's not a thorough one, but it was something that when I saw something else, and then I saw how they did me. They took a video from, like, I don't know how many years ago, 3 years, 5 years, I don't know how long. It was a long time ago. And he said, oh, you did something wrong. Jam, nigga. That's what they did. And I thought it was for 3 months, but it was only for a week. So, and I want to praise and thank the Most High that he was gracious enough to give me another opportunity to communicate with the Hebrew Israelites. Gloria on deck. Tav X, your Kohelet is out of YouTube jail. As you can see, I'm excited. Yeah, because I don't make videos. Sometimes I make videos every other day, but not really. I make them once or twice a week or whatever like that. But when you have something on you that says you can't do it, then you really want to do it. So as you can see, I'm excited. We're at 7 minutes and we're going to give them just one last minute and we will start. We are still here, Gentiles. We are still here. We will begin. Like I said, my notes is not long. It's just ideas that I have, and I wrote it down, and I'm counting on the Most High, because in Psalm 121, he said he's going to be our protector and our helper. I'm praying that he helps me through this video, that it touches your mind and your spirit in a way that wants you to gain more wisdom and walk in righteousness more and revere him to the utmost. So that's all it is about. So we will start. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in the room. We are at 8 minutes. I'm going to keep my promise. Truth Seeker Tav X, Danny Armstead Tav X, purity and becoming one. Tav X, purity becoming one. Samuel, purity becoming one. My brother Tav X. I said Danny Armstead, Truth Seeker Tav X. I said that already. J.D. Israel Tav X, Nuha Tav X, Gloria Tav X. We got a small unit today, but we don't need a giant unit. You know how I'm gonna start off, because they had me in YouTube jail for a week. They said we're gonna shut this N-word up. We don't like his talk. So when I came on just now, before anybody came on the video, when I hit start streaming live on YouTube on your video call, we are still here. This is what I thought inside. I want to share with you. This is what I thought. This is what I thought inside. Look. I'm back. I'm back, YouTube and heathens. I'm back. That's what I thought of. So I had to share that with you. Of course, fair use. Somebody say, oh, he's taking that from the movie, The Shining or whatever. Anyway, let me get off it. Let me take that one down. Hold on. Okay, I don't want you to see exactly what we're going to go into. So anyway, I'm back. I'm back. And anybody needs to use my throwing axe, let me know. Okay. Okay. Again, as I said, we are still here, heathen Gentiles. I felt this when I was in their YouTube jail. They put a gag order on Hebrew on the Island 2 in New Yeshua, Israel. Gag order is back off, still on probation. And these are the thoughts that I came up with. These are the things that came in my mind, and I'm going to share with you. But guess what? I'm going to start right off in Numbers 23. I'm going to start off right off in the law in Numbers chapter 23. Remember the title, We Are Still Here, in the lovely Tanakh. Numbers chapter 23. Balaam said to Balak, build me seven. And anyway, Balaam is a heathen Gentile prophet for hire. He's not a heathen. He's not a Hebrew Israelite. He's a heathen Gentile, but he's a false god prophet for hire that people all around know about him, because there's evil spirits that roam the earth to and fro. Most High gives them orders and things to do and empowers them, so forth and so on. So he is a heathen and he's a prophet for hire. And a lot of things that he was involved in, things worked out on that evil side for whatever he was doing, because everything that's not on the side of the Most High is evil. Remember, the Most High said in Proverbs 16, he says, I made all things for myself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He made Balaam for a day of evil. And you people out there and myself, you got to stop thinking and maybe getting mad or upset. Oh, who is this guy? Or who's that? The Most High used Cyrus, the Most High used Balaam. He uses anybody he wants. Just keep your mouth shut. That's all you have to do. Keep your mouth shut. Stay out of it. Stay in your lane. Be grateful that he is waking your mind and he didn't close your eyes so you couldn't see, close your ears so you couldn't hear. You're happy in Isaiah 6, he didn't make you a dullard, like dumb, to who he is, his law, and what's required of you. So shut your mouth. This is his story, his plan. You're just a creature created as not a crisis actor. You're one of the star actors in the movie, but just be quiet. You don't tell the director what to do. So let's get back to it. So and Balak was a heathen king who was suspecting problems. So let's get into it. Numbers 23. Balaam said to Balak, build me 7 altars here and have 7 bulls and 7 rams ready here for me. Balak did as Balaam directed. Well, you know what? Let me start. I think maybe I should start in, let me start in 22. Since I've been gone for a while, let's start. Let's read Numbers 22 and Numbers 23. Okay, Numbers 22. Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Moab was alarmed because of the people were so numerous. Moab dreaded the Israelites, and Moab said to the elders of Midian, now this horde will lick clean all that is about us as an ox licks up the grass of the field. Balak, son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at that time, sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor in Pethor, which is by the Euphrates in the land of the kinsfolk, to invite him, saying, there is a people that came out of Egypt. It hides the earth from view, and it is settled next to me. Come then, put a curse upon this people for me, since they are too numerous for me. Perhaps I can thus defeat them and drive them out of the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed indeed, and he whom you curse is cursed. The elders of Moab and the elders of Midian versed in divination, set out. They came to Balaam and gave him Balak's message. He said to them, "Spend the night here, and I shall reply to you as the Lord may instruct me." So the Moabite dignitaries stayed with Balaam. God came to Balaam and said, "What do these people want of you?" Balaam said to God, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent me this message. Here is a people that came out from Egypt and hides the earth from view. Come now and curse them for me. Perhaps I can engage them in battle and drive them out." But God said to Balaam, Balaam is that heathen prophet for hire. That's a heathen. Most High uses whoever he wants. But God said to Balaam, "Do not go with them. You must not curse that people." And that people is the Israelites. "You must not curse that people, for they are blessed." My title is "We Are Still Here, Heathens." Balaam arose in the morning and said to Balak's dignitaries, "Go back to your own country, for the Lord will not let me go with you." And you're going to say, well, why is he talking to the God of Israel? Because he knew about the God of Israel. He was a prophet for hire. He was involved with all the fetishes and idols of the other nations. He was a prophet for hire, a heathen spiritual guy. And he also knew about the power of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Anyway, verse 13 of Numbers 22. Balaam arose in the morning and said to Balak's dignitaries, "Go back to your own country, for the Lord will not let me go with you." The Moabite dignitaries left, and they came to Balak and said, "Balaam refused to come with us." Then Balak sent out other dignitaries, more numerous and distinguished than the first. They came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak, son of Zippor, please do not refuse to come to me. I will reward you richly, and I will do anything you ask of me. Only come and damn this people for me. Come and damn this people for me." I wonder who's been damning us for centuries now. "Come and damn these people for me." Balaam replied to Balak officials, "Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not do anything but or little contrary to the commands of the Lord my God. So you too stay here overnight and let me find out what else the Lord may say to me." That night God came to Balaam and said to him, "If these men have come to invite you, you may go with them, but whatever I command you, that you shall do." When he arose in the morning, Balaam saddled his ass and departed with the Moabite dignitaries. But God was incensed at his going. So an angel of the Lord placed himself in his way as an adversary. He was riding on his she-ass with his two servants alongside. When the ass caught sight of the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand, the ass, the donkey, swerved from the road and went into the fields. And Balaam beat the ass to turn her back onto the road. The angel of the Lord then stationed himself in a lane between the vineyard with a fence on either side. The ass, the donkey, seeing the angel of the Lord, pressed himself against the wall and squeezed Balaam's foot against the wall. So he beat her again. Once more, the angel of the Lord moved forward and stationed himself on a spot so narrow that there was no room to swerve right or left. When the ass now saw the angel of the Lord, she laid down under Balaam, and Balaam was furious and beat the ass with his stick. Then the Lord opened the ass, the donkey's mouth, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you that you have beaten me 3 times?" Balaam said to the ass, "You have made a mockery of me. If I had a sword with me, I'll kill you." The ass said to Balaam, "Look, I am the ass that you have been riding all along until this day. Have I been in the habit of doing thus to you? Answered, and he answered, no. Then the Lord uncovered Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, his drawn sword in his hands. Thereupon he bowed right down to the ground. The angel of the Lord said to him, why have you beaten your ass these 3 times? Is it I who came out as an adversary, for the Aaron is obnoxious to me? And when the ass saw me, she shied away because of me those 3 times. If she had not shied away from me, you are the one I should have killed while sparing her. Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I erred because I did not know that you were standing in the way. If you still disapprove, I will turn back. But the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, go with the men, but you must say nothing except what I tell you. So Balaam went on with Balak's dignitaries. When Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him at Moab, which is on the arid border at the furthest point. Balak said to Balaam, when I first sent to invite you, why didn't you come to me? Am I really unable to reward you? But Balaam said to Balak, and now that I have come to you, have I the power to speak freely? Excuse me. I can utter only the words that God puts into my mouth. Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Corinth Uzoth. Balak sacrificed oxen and sheep and had them served to Balaam and the dignitaries with him. In the morning, Balak took Balaam up to Baal. From there, he could see a portion of the people, the Israelites people. So now you got the backdrop. His will is real. Tavex, I am back. I am back on the scene, suspended as the shining. I'm back. As you can see, the backdrop of Balaam, the prophet for hire, the heathen prophet for hire, Balak, the Moab king, who is afraid because Israel is drawing near to his kingdom. And he wanted Balaam, the prophet for hire, to curse them. My title of this video is, We Are Still Here, Heathen Gentiles. Now let's start on Tavex, son of Yah. I'm back. I'm out of YouTube jail. That's what the heathens see when I come back on Hebron Island and with my people, the true physical Hebrew Israelites that only suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. We are those people. They fear that. All right, Numbers 23. Numbers 23 in the law. Balaam said to Balak, build me 7 altars here and have 7 bulls and 7 rams ready here for me. Balak did as Balaam directed, and Balak and Balaam offered up a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, stay here beside your offering while I am gone. Perhaps the Lord will grant me a manifestation, and whatever he reveals to me, I will tell you. And he went off alone. God manifested himself to Balaam. He's using a heathen prophet for hire. Don't get in the way. Most High uses whoever. Proverbs 16, the Most High made everything for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He used King Cyrus and blessed him and gave him a gift called dark powers. If he rebuilt Israel and helped Israel. And that's what happened. Quiet your mouth. Stay out of it. Just be happy that you're the star. We are the stars of the Most High's earth play called the Tanakh. Just be happy. Don't worry who he uses. God manifested himself to Balaam, who said to him, I have set up the 7 altars and offered up a bull and ram on each altar. And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, return to Balak and speak thus. So he returned to him and found him standing beside his offering, and all the Moabite dignitaries with him. He took up his theme and said, from Aram has Balak brought me, Moab's king from the hills of the east. Come, curse me, Jacob. Come, tell Israel's doom. How can I damn who God has not damned? Remember my title. We are still here, heathen Gentiles. We're still here. This is what I thought of when I was in YouTube jail. They're trying to curse us continually without stopping, trying to curse me by cursing you so you can't hear the words that the Most High puts on my mind to make videos and do other abominable things, which I'm going to show you after this video. This Numbers 23 is just like what they're doing. This is an active book, the Tanakh, your history and law book. From Aram has Balak brought me, Moab's king from the hills of the east. Come, curse me, Jacob. Come tell Israel's doom. How can I damn who God has not damned? I'm here at this Hebrew on the island telling you heathens, you can't curse us. You can't damn us. The Most High has set his curse upon us. There's no curse coming from you. Everything's coming from the Most High. It's called our punishment. But it's coming to an end. It's coming to the end. You can't add any extra curses to us, extra evils. And you got a punishment coming because you overdid the punishment. Your type of Balaam, King Cyrus thing. Verse 9 of Numbers 23. As I see them from the mountaintops, gaze on them from the heights. There is a people that dwells apart. See, he's in, what is that? Numbers 20. He severed us. Did you read that in Numbers 20? He severed us from other people. And the heathens do know it. Look at this saying it in Numbers 23. The Moabite king, Balaam is saying it. A heathen soothsayer. As I see them from the mountaintop, gazed on them from the heights, there is a people that dwells apart, not reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, number the dust cloud of Israel? May I die the death of the upright. May my fate be like theirs. Then Balak said to Balaam, what have you done to me? Here I brought you to damn my enemies, and instead you have blessed them. He replied, I can only repeat faithfully what the Lord put in my mouth. Then Balak said to him, come with me to another place from which you can see them. And you know why he said he didn't learn from the first one? Because heathens, like when you look in the history of the heathen Gentiles in antiquity, you find out that they had a whole plethora of gods. And their gods ruled the oceans, some mountains, other ranges, the jungles, the deserts, the stars, and all that stuff. So that's why he's taken Balaam to another location. Because in their head, he says, okay, that God doesn't want to curse him. Maybe if I take him to another place, this God will. Remember, they're heathen Gentiles. Many gods, abominable. He replied, I can only repeat faithfully what the Lord put in my mouth. Then Balak said to him, come with me to another place from which you can see them. You will see only a portion of them. You will not see all of them. And damn them for me from there. With that, he took him to Zophim on the summit of Pisgah. He built 7 altars and offered a bull and ram on each altar. And Balaam said to Balak, stay here beside your offering while I seek a manifestation yonder. The Lord manifested himself to Balaam and put a word in his mouth, saying, return to Balak and speak thus. He went to him and found him standing beside his offering, and the Moabite dignitaries with him. Balak asked him, what did the Lord say? And he took up his theme and said, up, Balak, attend. Give ear unto me, son of Zippor. God is not man to be capricious, that means to change, or mortal to change his mind. Would he speak and not act, promise and not fulfill? My message was to bless. When he blesses, I cannot reverse it. Israelite, you are blessed. Don't forget the Abrahamic covenant. You and your descendants will be blessed forever. Those who bless Israel will be blessed. Those that curse Israel will be cursed. The heathens can't put no curses on us. They're only doing what the Most High has designated in Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, because we didn't listen. But those are the Creator's curses on us. Heathens can't curse us. That's why we're going to still be here, because when you read the whole account, the Tanakh account, we are still here. This is why I'm making this video. And for you heathen Gentiles watching, we are still here. There's nothing you can do. And you've tried almost everything. And I'm going to reveal some abominable things you have tried. Let me start again. Up Balak, attend, give ear unto me, son of Zippor. God is not a man to be capricious or mortal to change his mind. Would he speak and not act? Promise and not fulfill? My message was to bless. When he blesses, I cannot reverse it. No harm is in the sight for Jacob. No woe in view for Israel. Woe is destruction. They could think they're going to destroy us. I know in their mind, oh, we're going to destroy him. And you know what? We're going to actually destroy everything in the world and hide underground. We're going to be good. We're going to get them anyway at the end. Here, this video is, we are still here. We will still be here, that remnant at the end. You won't be here. And that little remnant that will be here left of you, you're going to be the servants and handmaids forevermore. Would he speak and not act, promise and not fulfill? My message was to bless. When he blesses, I cannot reverse it. No harm is in sight of Jacob, no woe in view of Israel. The Lord their God is with them, and their kings acclaim in their midst. God who freed them from Egypt is for them like the horns of a wild ox. Lo, there is no augury in Jacob. That means no divination, no divining in Israel. None of that hocus pocus is working on us. If you're walking in the law, striving to fear and keep the Most High's commandment, having undivided loyalty to him, glorying in your devotion to him, having the spirit like Caleb in Numbers 14. Caleb, my servant, had a different spirit. He followed me fully. Stay on that old path, which is Jeremiah 6:16. Ask for the old path, which is the good way, and walk therein. And never forget in Ecclesiastes chapter 20, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, for the conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. 1 Samuel chapter 7, if you're going to return back to the Most High, return back to the Most High with your whole heart, put away the strange gods and serve him alone. There's no woe coming to you. They're not going to be able to unalive you. They're not going to be able to delete us as they think. And they've been trying abominable tactics, schemes, and plots from time past to time present. I'm going to show you an abominable one that they don't like talking about. I'm going to share it with you here at Hebrew on the Island 2. A new Yeshua Israel is going to share it with you. This is what I look like to them when I make my videos. No violence to them. I said, it's that Shining movie guy. All right. Lo, there is no, okay, I read that. Lo, a people that rises like, wait. Yea, Israel, what God has planned. Lo, a people that rises like a lion, leaps up like the king of beasts, rests not till it has feasted on prey. Remember what Jeremiah 30 says, Jeremiah 30:16. Well, let me go 11. He says, I'm not, in Jeremiah 30:11-16, he says, I'm not going to make a full end of Israel, but I'm going to punish you in measure. This is what's going on. He said, but I'm going to make a full end of all the nations that I sent you. All those that devoured you will be devoured. Every one of your adversaries going into captivity. He that preyed upon you, I will give for a prey. He's going to give us, they are our prey. Excuse me. I'm so excited. I'm mumbling the words. I'm so excited. Lo, a people that rises like a lion, leaps up like the king of beasts, rests not till it has feasted on its prey. He said, those that preyed upon you, I'm going to give for a prey, Jeremiah 30, and drunk the blood of the slain. Therefore, Balak said to Balaam, don't curse them and don't bless them. In reply, Balaam said to Balak, but I told you, whatever the Lord says, that I must do. Then Balak said to Balaam, come now, I will take you to another place. Perhaps God will deem it right that you damn them for me there. Balak took Balaam to the peak of Peor, which overlooks the wasteland. Balaam said to Balak, build me here 7 altars and have 7 bulls and 7 rams ready for me here. Balak did it as Balaam said. He offered up a bull and a ram on each altar. And you know what? Let me continue. Numbers chapter 24. Now Balaam, seeing that it pleased God to bless Israel, did not, as on previous occasions, go in search of omens, but turned his face toward the wilderness. As Balaam looked up and saw Israel encamped tribe by tribe, the Spirit of God came upon him. Taking up his theme, he said, word of Balaam, son of Beor, word of the man who is true. Word of him who hears God's speech. That's why don't worry. The Most High use anybody he wants for the purpose of fulfilling his covenantal promise with you, Israel. Don't you stand out of the way. Just be happy that you're included. Word of him who hears God's speech, who beholds the visions from the Almighty, prostrate, but with eyes unveiled. How fair are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel, like palm groves that stretch out, like gardens beside a river, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the water. Their bowls drips with moisture. Their roots have abundant water. Their king shall rise above Agag. Their kingdom shall be exalted. God who freed them from Egypt is for them like the horn of a wild ox. They shall devour enemy nations. They shall devour enemy nations. That's what's coming. They shall devour enemy nations, crush their bones, and smash their arrows, their guns, and their robots, and everything. They crouch. They lie down like a lion, like the kings of beasts who dare rouses them. Blessed are they who bless you. Accursed they who curse you. The heathen Gentiles and Esau has cursed us continuously. They are accursed. We are still here. Every plot and scheme will not work. Yes, you'll shave off the 2/3. That's what the Most High wants. You don't realize you're doing the Most High plan, but his righteous 1/3 remnant, you ain't doing that. We will always still be here. And I pray that I'm one of, and you are one of them. Blessed are they who bless you, accursed they who curse you. Who curses us? It's obvious. The heathen Gentiles. Esau hiding behind the curtain. Curses daily. You're abominable. And I'm going to show some abominable act that you try to really hide. Enraged at Balaam, Balak struck his hand together. I called you, Balak said to Balaam, to damn my enemies. Instead, you have blessed them these 3 times. Back with you at once to your own place. I was going to reward you richly, but the Lord has denied you the reward. Balaam replied to Balak, but I even told the messenger you sent to me, though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not of my own accord do anything good or bad contrary to the Lord's command. That's how you should be acting. And this is a heathen Gentile. Balaam, a prophet for hire. Let me read that again. Listen up. And it says, though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not of my own accord do anything good or bad contrary to the Lord's command. Are you involved with not doing anything bad against, contrary to your creator, Ahia, the only one found in Exodus 3:14, who told Moses to tell Pharaoh, I am that I am, I will be. I'm the one that's sending you, release my people, and that's my name forever. Are you doing what Balaam, the heathen prophet for hire, said? Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not of my own accord do anything good or bad contrary to the Lord's commands. You know, the Lord's commands are his commandments. What the Lord said that I must say. And now, as I go back to my people, let me inform you of what this people, the Israelites, will do to your people in the days to come. And this is what's going to happen, because you heathen Gentiles know we're living in the last seconds, minutes of this your evil world system. Balaam said, and now, as I go back to my people, let me inform you, Balak and you heathens, of what this people, the Israelites, will do to your people in the days to come. He took up his theme and said, word of Balaam, son of Beor, word of the man whose eyes is true, word of him who hears God's speech, who obtains knowledge from the Most High and beholds visions from the Almighty, prostrate but with eyes unveiled. What I see for them is not yet. What I behold will not be soon. A star rises from Jacob. A scepter comes from Israel. It smashes the brow of Moab, the foundation of all the children of Seth. Edom becomes a possession. Yea, Seir, a possession of its enemies, but Israel is triumphant. A victor issues from Jacob to wipe out what is left of Er. He saw Amalek and taken up his theme. He said, a leading nation is Amalek, but its fate is to perish forever. You heathens, you didn't get the memo, but we Israelites got the memo. You guys are done. Toast. Your kingdom and you are toast. Burnt toast. He saw the Canaanites and taken up his theme. He said, though your abode be secure and your nest be set among the cliffs, yet shall Cain be consumed when Asher, the tribe of Asher, takes you captive. He took up his theme and said, alas, who can survive except God has willed it? Alas, who can survive unless God has willed it? Ships come from the quarter of Kittim. They subject Asher, subject Eber. They too shall perish forever. Eber are the Hebrew Israelites. And the scriptures say in the law that all those Kittims, which are albino type people and stuff like that, it says, and they too shall perish forever. Read it, Numbers chapter 24. Then Balak set out on his journey back home, and Balak also went his way. That is what I was thinking and reading during my stay in YouTube jail. Now, let me go to a little bit of the notes, and then I'm going to show you something. Let me see. Remember, Malachi 3:6, the Most High changes not. And he just said in the law that all of them are going to be perished and be doomed forever. What do we have? The Israelites, the Ephraimites, the only one who suffered the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 20. What do we have to worry about? He said he's going to be our helper and protector. It doesn't matter what they do. We are still here. And we will be here despite what they do, despite what abominable things they do. And I'm going to show you after I read a couple things here in my notebook. Genesis 12:3, I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. The heathens only have cursed us. The Creator can use any messenger he chooses. Remember in Isaiah 45, how dare you speak and say, Most High, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't be using it. He has only used us. How dare you speak to the Creator? You are creation. Be happy that you are a bloodline Hebrew Israelite, Eberite, the star of the Earth movie, Flat Earth movie. Keep your mouth shut. He formed the earth. He made the ground you're standing on, the air that you're breathing, the food that you're eating, the eyes that you're seeing. Shut your mouth. He can use anybody. He used Cyrus, he used Balaam, and he can use any heathen other Gentile if he wants. Shut your mouth. You know, problem with Israel, well, I know how to do it better. You don't know how to do it better. Let me read that anyway. Shame on him who argues with the maker, though naught but a potsherd on the earth. Shall the clay say to the potter, what are you doing? Your work has no handles. Shame on him who asks his father, what are you begetting? Or a woman, what are you bearing? Thus saith the Lord Israel, Holy One and Maker. Will you question me on the destiny of my children? Will you instruct me about the work of my hand? It was I who made the earth and created man upon it. My own hand stretched out the heavens, and I marshaled all their hosts. Shut your mouth. Just worry about yourself. Ezekiel chapter 14, though, Job, Daniel, and Moses was in it. They had to save themselves by their own righteousness. Just stay in your lane. Most High can do anything, choose anything, change anything. Keep your mouth shut, Israel. He decided to use a seer, a pagan heathen prophet for hire, to do his bidding in that situation. Just shut your mouth. In the heathen's mind, they have always set out to curse us in many different ways, but Gentiles, you can't utterly curse us outside of Deuteronomy 28. You can't. That's why I made this video. We are still here. The Most High doesn't change, and his plans are always fulfilled, which is to restore his chosen people. So you can't unalive his chosen. You can't delete his chosen. You just can't. Now I'm going to show you, and I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to read this thing. This is my first video in my, I should have called it my shining video. My breaking through back on YouTube. I'm gonna read you something. It comes from a book that most people don't know about. And it comes from a book that most people don't know about. And people don't realize, and definitely our enemy tries to hide. And people don't talk about. But here at Hebrew on the Island too, aka the Shining. I'm gonna bring it out on this video. You guys think that they cursed us. Okay, they cursed us bad, and it was bad. I know it's bad. What are you're speaking to the choir? Yeah, but you know what? None of you guys mentioned this. And I'm telling you, the heathens have no breaks, and they take it to the atmospheric levels. They don't just take it on an earthly terrestrial level. They take it to an atmospheric level in their wickedness, demonness. They take it to that level, and I'm going to share with you right now. There's a book that was written a while ago. I think it came out in 2014, and the author he died, but some other college people got his memoirs and everything together and got the book published and stuff like that. And these are accounts. These are memoir accounts and other accounts of what happened in slavery. Why are you bringing it up? Because I don't want my people to forget. It was even more worse than you think. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to just read it from Wikipedia. Oh, that doesn't have fake stuff in it. No, this is excerpts from the book. And the book is called, you can look it up and listen. Remember, always take the baby out of the bathwater. The author is a Negro, but I guess he was a homosexual or whatever. But, you know, they just given his summary. But forget about that. Remember, take the baby out of the bathwater. He's a college guy who studies history and science, not science, historical things and science and so forth. And these guys that found his memoirs and his book that was not published, finished it and published it. So forget about his background or whatever. Let's just absorb the facts that was in that book. Remember, never throw out the baby with the bathwater. Just take the babies out, the good stuff. And this is not good stuff. This is abominable stuff. This is stuff that they hide from you. Slavery wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. And it was in the atmosphere. It wasn't even at ground level. You are dealing with the devil. This is why I'm making this video. we are still here, because even with this utmost abominable thing they did to us, we are still here. This is why I make this video. We are still here, heathen Gentiles, and you are abominable and filthy. Filthy. The book is called, and I'll show it to you. You can look it up, read it, buy the book yourself. There it is right there. And I got the book here online. But, you know, it goes, this is the book. This is the book online. I got it. See, it's called, right there, The Delectable Negro. And I think by the title, you're going to get what they mean. And this is what they were doing in slavery. Think, oh, they ain't that bad. Let me read that little section. And Wayward is his name. The Delectable Negro explores the homoeroticism. I told you, those albino types and stuff like that, knuckle dragon, caveman, Neanderthal type, you know, they into all different type of things. And the reason why you see a lot of Negroes in that Fruity Pebbles, sugar in the tank stuff is because they learned it from slavery, from the apex demon, knuckle dragger. The Delectable Negro is a book, a historical book. The Delectable Negro explores the homoeroticism of literal and metaphorical acts of human cannibalism coincident with slavery in the United States. All right, let me go to the summary in Wikipedia, and it matches the book because I've read some of it already. The Delectable Negro. Oh, it wasn't that bad, and it wasn't whatever, and whatever. Let's get history out of the slavery history part out of school, because we're good people. We're good people. We wasn't that bad. Yeah, okay. And the sky is in blue. The Delectable Negro. Let me read it. All right. The Delectable Negro, Human Consumption and Homoeroticism Within U.S. Slave Culture is a 2014 book by Vincent Woodward. The book explores the homoeroticism of both literal and figurative acts of human cannibalism that occurred during slavery in the United States. Woodward examines the sexual nature of documented instances of flesh eating and details the various manners of consumption whereby Black Americans were metaphorically and actually eaten. They didn't just whip you. They show you rules. Are we just going to whip them and diss them and put them in hot boxes, tar and feather them, feed them to our dogs, let them to be torn apart and whatever? No. Homoeroticism and cannibalism. These are the people. Let's make America great again. That's those people, ancestors. We ain't talking about this, but here at Hebrew on Island 2, aka the Shining Hebrew Israelite channel, we're going to talk about things that are uncomfortable to them. The Delectable Negro draws on works, progress, administration, interviews, advertisements for runaway slaves and slave narrative. The book includes textual analysis of the works of Harriet Jacobs and Frederick Douglass, as well as an examination of the treatment of Nat Turner, whose flesh was turned into medicinal grease. Woodward died in 2008 and never saw the Delectable Negro published. It won the 2015 Lambda Literary Award. But that's, you know, the LG. Remember, take the baby out of the bathwater. Forget about that Fruity Pebble thing. We just want the facts of the matter that happened there. Remember, take the baby out of the bathwater. Overview. The Delectable Negro explores the homoeroticism of literal and metaphorical acts of human cannibalism, coincidence with slavery in the United States. Woodward writes that the consumption of black men by white male slave owners was a natural byproduct of their physical, emotional, and spiritual hunger for the black man. Let me read that again. This is what was occurring that they failed to tell you about, that they pushed down low, so you get this thing like they just whipped you, they cut your penis off, they castrated you, put you in hot box, hung you by trees, tar and feathered you, but they don't mention the delectable Negro. But here at Hebron Island too, I'm going to mention it. This is why I'm making this video. We are still here. Even to the lowest caveman beast mode, they ain't humans, mankind, because they're a kind of man, level that they go to actually eating the Most High's chosen people. He says in what, Zephaniah 2, we are the apple of his eye. They're eating the apple of the Most High's eye. They've ate us. Where am I at? Okay, let me read it again. The delectable Negro explores the homoeroticism of the literal and metaphorical acts of human cannibalism. Coincidence with slavery in the United States. Woodward writes that the consumption of black men by white male slave owners was a natural byproduct of their physical, emotional, and spiritual hunger for the black man. Woodward argued that homoeroticism was also a part of how Black Americans experienced their own consumption and not an undirectional phenomena, as it emanated from black men toward white men and toward each other. Remember, there's a fruity pebble right in it. Just take the baby out of the bathwater. Heard it? Okay. The book approaches the conception of consumption literally with documented cases of cannibalism. This is what I'm trying to bring out. We are still here. They were eating us. You know, they were making our skins, our forefathers' skins out of belts and wallets and stuff like that. Oh, but they wasn't eat. You are dealing. Remember, he says in Ezekiel chapter 7, I'm going to bring the worst of the heathens to possess your houses. Cannibals, homoerotic cannibals. The book approaches the concept of consumption literally with documented cases of cannibalism and figuratively as spiritual and societal phenomena. Woodward defines consumption as a spectrum of practices, including sexual modes of consumption, flesh seasoning rituals, institutional hunger, and soul harvesting. Woodward, they're demons. That's why you keep hearing me tell them they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know, they have that lady, forgot her name, with Jay-Z, spirit mixing, cooking, spirit cooking. That's what they're doing. They're demons. Cave beast. Mankind, kind of man, without a soul. That's why they can do all these things. Woodward argues that the cultural aspects of the United States plantations were based in parasitism. They are parasites and a dynamic of human consumption, building on Orlando Peterson's notion of slavery as a parasitic institution in slavery and social death. A comparative study, Woodward identifies practices such as systemic starvation of enslaved people as parasitic relationships that use black bodies to fuel the construction of whiteness. All right, I'm not going to read more. If you want to read more, get the book, The Delectable Negro. And let me put fair use in case they try to get me. I gotta overstand, overthink. Fair use. As you can see, as my title fittingly described us in our situation, we are still here. Even after your dinner plates with our ancestors as eating them, you are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Here at Hebrew on the Island too, I'm going to always expose you. But I'm going to expose you in a manner that can't try to strike me. The truth must, like that Tom Cruise picture. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Guys, a cannibal, knuckle dragging, lice infested mankind, a kind of man. You're not a human because they don't act like how you act. Hopefully this video was edifying. We are still here, so keep your chin up, Israelites. They can't doom us. They can't over curse us. They can't do it. Even coming down to the utmost abominable things as eating us, we are still here. All right, let me read some of these quick comments, and hopefully this was edifying to you and eye-opening to you, and showing you who you are dealing with. You are dealing with the physical instrument of Satan, Hallel, whatever you call it, Abaddon, or Polyon. You're in the flesh. That's who you're dealing with. Truth seeker, or praise the Most High, practice stoicism. Where you been? JD, I was in YouTube prison, jail. They suspended me. Why are you banned? I was banned because of a video they say I made, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something like that. They said it was not good. it was nasty. That's what they said. Not nasty in a sexual way, like rude. and they got me for it. Whatever. I'm not going to mention it because I'm trying to be nice. Blessing to you and your family. Total blessing to you and your sister. Okay. Iron sharpen irons. Correct. Anuha. Taveksha. His will be done. Blessing. Tavex. Thumbs up. People as well. Blessing to you. All praise to the Most High. 100%. It's right there. 100%. All praises. Bring it out. Justice Burns. Tavex. We are still here. Blessings to you and your family, sister. All right, blessing you. You're welcome, and I'm glad you guys are blessing each other and saying hi to each other. So yes, that's what I don't deal with these heathens. Transgressors will be altogether destroyed. The posterity of the wicked will be cut off. Correct. The posterity, and that's why I made this video. We are still here. The posterity. The posterity of the wicked will be cut off. I'm saying you're going to be doomed. I just read it in Numbers 24. Job 8:22. Job 8:28. They that hate thee shall be clothed with the shame, and the dwelling place of the wicked shall come to naught. Fair use. We should just rest in Yahweh and not worry about the wicked that prosper in their way. Yeah, but we need just to be aware. Keep in mind, we're dealing with the devil. This is what this video is about. And let the devils know when they watch my video that we still here. And there's nothing they can do about it. They tried everything, even eating us. For sure. And who knows? They're probably still doing it to them runaway kids that are on those milk cartons that you never find again. That's what they're doing. Because as iron, like as rust, that, how does it go? That as iron rust, so is their wickedness. As iron rust, so is the heathen's wickedness. They're still doing this today. There's nothing new under the sun. This is how low they are. This is who you're dealing with. That's why I made this video. We are still here. Assuredly, evil men will not go unpunished, but the descendants of the righteous will be delivered. Woe to the wicked. It will go badly with him, for what he deserves will be done to him. Excellent. Jeremiah 23. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he has executed, until he has performed the thought of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it perfectly. Purity and undivided loyalty, striving for purity, pure love for the brothers. See, heathens, what you did, you put me in jail, made me find the book, Delectable Negro, to expose you. Don't put me in jail because you have my mind just go free and I'll be thinking of crazy things to search out. Hopefully this was edifying. Thank you for you guys coming on. I'm happy that I'm out of my YouTube jail. This is the face that the heathen see. I'm back. This is information. This is not something I'm going to put on you heathen. So don't try to take my words and say, oh, he's being violent. No, I'm not. I'm just showing the depiction of that movie Shining, where he breaks through, is trying to get the Caucasian woman out there, and he goes, I'm back. Well, I'm out of YouTube jail. So Hebrew on the island too, in New Yeshua Israel. I'm back. This is New Yeshua Israel. Hebrew on the island too. Until next time, next time.